2, 1.
Hey, it's Steve Tomaszewski, and we are live with the Soldiers Family Radio and TV Talk Show. A special shout out to our troops today around the world. You are not forgotten. Remember what we always say, if you can't stand behind our troops, I suggest you stand in front of them. It is absolutely a privilege and an honor today to be sitting next to what I would call a true American hero. Bill Faulkner, Private First Class, United States Marine Corps, if I'm looking at those suspenders correctly. Happy 236th birthday, Marines, 237 coming. Sitting right here to my right next to him, another veteran, George McCardle, United States Army. And George, we're just going to turn that microphone over to you, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to come out here for 1 second and say, Mr. Faulkner, welcome home, sir. Welcome home. Right now, how about name, rank, and serial number, and talk with Mr. McCardle here. Take it away, George.
First of all, let me say it is truly an honor to be here with you, Private First Class Faulkner. First of all, let's start off. Where are you from? How did you come to enlist in the Marine Corps?
Put the mic right up the front.
I'm from Southern Illinois, and my uncle was in the Marine Corps, and I decided after high school it was time to go.
And what year did you enlist in?
Right out of high school in June of 1941.
In June of 1941. And you were telling me earlier you went out to San Diego for training.
Yes.
What was so different about your training as a Marine? What was different? Well,
Camp Pendleton, it was California.
Pendleton.
Versus Southern Illinois, you had to be a little different than Southern Illinois. California was a little different.
Yes, it
Okay.
What additional training did you receive that a lot of Marines did not get?
was parachute training school.
A parachute training. What was that like? What kind of plane were they throwing you out of?
I have no idea.
But it worked. But you jumped out of a perfectly good airplane.
But a perfectly good airplane,
And-
multiple times.
And one of the things, George, that you made mention earlier to me is that Mr. Faulkner landed on Iwo Jima. Is that
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
What was that like? Scary as hell, no doubt. Is there anything you'd like to perhaps say to your brethren out there?
Your brothers and your sisters and the Marine Corps out there. Somewhere out there today, Mr. Faulkner, there's a young Marine, Army, Navy, Air Force, Coast Guard, who's wondering if anybody ever remembers what they're doing and why they're doing it. What would you like to say to that young man or woman today, protecting our freedom so we can be here today?
If you have any idea about joining the military, join and do it right now.
Join and do it right now. Of course, there's a preference for the Marine Corps, right?
Yes, sir, I am. Once a Marine, always a Marine.
Once a Marine, always a Marine.
And understand that your son is currently a police officer. Is that right? What's your son's first name, Mr. Faulkner?
David.
Hi, David. How are you? Hi, David. Are you going through it out in Phoenix? Is that right?
He's a police commander.
A police commander. Wow. I had to go through it. Well, a special shout out. We'd like to say to your son, you did a good job. And thank you for doing what you did so we could be here today. If it wasn't for you, Mr. Faulkner, we could not be sitting here today. And again, on behalf of all the soldiers and their families, welcome home, sir, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Go through it. You know, on this show, we get a chance to talk to a lot of people. And one of them, Mr. Faulkner, he's here with some of his friends from Del Nor. And, you know, it's just a moment in time. And we do this show every day, and, you know, we always get that one moment. I think that was it. You know, I'm standing next to an American hero. Just 2 weeks ago, we had the privilege to talk and interview the Sergeant Major of the United States Army, Raymond Chandler III. And to make a long story short, I had said inappropriately, and I will apologize to the United States Army for not following complete Army protocol when interviewing an NCO or an officer. And I will now read the manual and do it correctly the next time. Thank you very much. But what I did say to him at the beginning was, wow, I'm interviewing the #1 NCO in the Army? And he said, no. The number one person out there is the enlisted man or woman. And you see the humility of our military today. Earlier this week, yesterday, I was down talking with Chet Kopic at our sister station downtown Chicago. And he had said that his cousin, when he came back, he was actually spit on as a Vietnam veteran. And it hurt me knowing that to this day he still remembers that. And being part of the soldier's family, it is not the war that you may or may not support. This is not a political station. We have no reason to judge or agree or go forward or back. But still to this day, that a soldier's family can remember that one of the family members was actually, insulted by doing the job of protecting our freedom. And the man sitting next to me, Bill Faulkner, years ago, fought that war, maybe not totally understanding it, but did his job. And to the duty today, the first thing out of his mouth is, join the military. And we, again, thank you, Mr. Faulkner, for allowing us to talk with you today, a true American hero. As we start to bring in some more of the troops that are out there, Ryan, if you could, bring in our next guest. Hey, a shout out to our friends. Here we go. We got a little picture frame here. We were out at the Tilted Kilt. Yay, Tilted Kilt. Yay, we love you. Yay, Tilted Kilt. What's neat about that, Major General Jimmy J. Wells was on our show a couple weeks ago. I believe a 3-star general, is that right?
2-star.
2-star. I get my glasses back on. Okay, I guess I just promoted him. And he wrote a nice little, it says, Dear Steve, SFTVR, thank you so much. All you do, our Army, and support Major General Wells. And again, what a privilege. Thank you so much, Major General, for what you do. Lieutenant Colonel Christopher Aycock, everyone who's back out there. We try to get the word out to our troops that they're not forgotten every day. Our number one show is still how to buy a used car, which is kind of funny. Another young man just walked in. We want to make sure we get the correct spelling of his name in. Come on in. And going to get your name, rank, and serial number here in a second. Come on, we can get you. Why is it a tall chair? Isn't it? Well, you can stand. You can stand.
That's all right. We'll sit down here.
All right. And let's see if we can get the. And when you start hitting buttons here, it's always fun, isn't it? To go through it. Not a problem. But the logistics here. I love technology. Don't you love technology? Look at that. Wow. Let's get the aperture setting. All right, sir. Name, rank, and telephone number. How's that?
Ray Leone,
Hi, Ray.
specialist, U.S. Army. 65. I was drafted in '64, discharged in '66 after my 2-year tour of duty. Served with the 1st Army combat troops in Vietnam, late '65, early '66.
And we always stop the show right there. We make it a point to our Vietnam veterans to say, welcome home, sir.
Thank you very much.
Welcome home.
Thank you very much.
And today you join us with Mr. Faulkner, a few other people. We're all good? Okay, hey, we even got everything up and running there. And the long and short of it is, we're here in beautiful downtown Lombard at the Illinois Center of Broadcasting. We let you know at the last minute to come on the show. We're already out in Phoenix talking to your son, and now you're here with us. It's such a pleasure that you'd be able to come in here. But there's always got to be that question back there, and I got this the other day. When people ask you about your background, is it hard to talk about your military background?
I don't particularly find it hard, but some veterans do.
Okay, okay. They go through it, and it's like, that was a difficult time, and, I don't want to talk about it, and we're not here to drag that out of you. But, again, some of the young people today, be it that there are sons or daughters, sisters or brothers, they say, what do you think about the military today? What might be your interpretation of our military today? What are your thoughts about that being a volunteer army? Or Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard, Merchant Marine?
Well,
Sorry, got them all.
I mean, I was a draftee. I guess there's advantages and disadvantages
Sure.
to both. I mean, we have a very professional army now, but it's a very small army. As a draftee, of course, the army was larger, was more of a citizens' army. I mean, they drafted everybody, all walks of life. I mean, for example, I had some graduate work when I was drafted. So you had all different types of people being drafted. But like I say, our Army today is it's smaller, but it's much more professional, and I give them a lot of credit. They're doing a good job. They're going back for multiple tours. This is something we didn't have to do normally as draftees. You served one tour, and that was it. So advantages and disadvantages. And I'm not going to really, try to make a judgment.
Sure.
Of,
Well, one of the statistics we read from the Westmoreland report, and I'm going to be close, so please don't hold me to this. I'll try to get close, not to plagiarize it or not. But back in World War II, the average tour duty was approximately 41 days. In Vietnam, it was over 240 days. Again, there's one discrepancy. Also today, just to be in the military, less than 3 out of 10 men or women qualify to be in the military. You have to have a high school education. You've got to have a clean driving record. You have to have a clean criminal record. It used to be back in the day, if you weren't, and that stigma is almost gone, I'm glad to say. But the long and short of it is, if you did something wrong, they say you go in the military, bring it up all the time, where today it's like, you know what, you just don't qualify because it is a job.
that's right.
Just to go through it. Now, I'd like to say thanks out there to everybody at Del Nor. Hi, Peggy, and Patty, and Karen, and Christy. We appreciate everybody who's here today. And they were kind enough to call us and say, these 3 young men here today wanted to be on the show. So a special shout out to Del Nor, and thanks for stepping up to the plate. We appreciate that. Today, as we always say, what would you like to tell that new recruit, that soldier in Afghanistan, that sailor out there on the USS Lincoln? What would you like to tell them today, right from yourself, sir?
I'd say just keep doing the good job that you're doing, and I'd also like to make a special thanks to the World War II veterans, like Bill Faulkner, because I was a kid growing up during World War II. I was born in 1938. If it wasn't for the people like Bill and other World War II veterans that prevailed in World War II, I really don't know what kind of a world it would have been for me to grow up in. So
that's right.
Special thanks to the World War II vets.
Doesn't get any better than that. We'll be right back with the Soldiers Family Radio and TV Talk Show. Take a look at our new website. Let me have this camera on for a second here. Can I get Kevin's camera on? That's pretty cool. Bunch of new shows coming up. And how do you like that technical side? A bunch. Okay, I know Steve Orcutt's about to come in. If we can get Ryan back there to grab Steve. But starting in May, the Soldiers Family, this is going to be an announcement. We're going to scoop the industry. The Soldiers Family Radio and TV Talk Show announces today, March 29th, that on the first week of May, we will be live from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., Monday through Friday. Oh! Also, live streaming locally, remote, maybe even out of Del Nor. We're going to be April 16th. We're going to be at the Chatham VFW with the State Adjutant, Terry Vance, Vietnam veteran. Hi, Terry. We just met with the previous state commander from AMVETS yesterday. A shout out to Gary Jensen at the American Legion. Hi. I know Raleigh Showens, the state commander from AMVETS. Very well, his lovely wife Linda. Hi, how you doing out there? And exciting stuff. Our number one show and our sponsors always. We want to say a special thanks to Schaumburg Honda Autos, SchaumburgHondaAutos.com. Ryan Norman, how are you? April 4th at 10:30 a.m. A live remote show from Schaumburg Honda Autos, the number one Honda dealer in the Midwest for the last 25 years. And Ryan's 27, so I think his dad started him when he was 2. And one of our other great sponsors today, I know, is in the wings waiting, Inland Home Mortgage. BiceCollins.inlandhomemortgage.com. Jerry Collins, Laura Bice, thank you for sponsoring the show. We appreciate that, so we can do it today. And if you look at this, can we zoom in on this, Anita? This right here, the Wounded Heroes Foundation. That's WoundedHeroesFund.com. 97 cents of every dollar donated to the Wounded Heroes Foundation, WoundedHeroesFund.com. Goes to our Wounded Heroes. Kevin Nemitz walking in from Ticks for Cause. We just saw him. What a great day. Some of the new people coming up. JJR Marketing, Bill Walsh from Power Team International. All these great things that are going on. The expo here, the Great American Business Expo 2012. And our new friend, Rich Killian. There you go. Thank you. I'll pull that down there a little bit. And, this is about how to start a business. We really need to go to this. May 19th and 20th at the Rosemont Convention Center. I think tickets are online for $10. Learn how to start a business. Learn how to run a business. Stand there and talk with Jackie Ruiz, her husband, Juan Pablo, at JJR Marketing, Bill Walsh at Power Team International. Always a great show with Bill. You know, and his real byline I like to quote from him is the obvious. Just do the obvious, but you got to do it. Okay. Other new sponsors coming up: the Chicago Wolves, the Chicago White Sox. You know, all these great people out there. The Chicago Slaughter. Thank you so much for supporting us. Ticks for Cause up here. We're going to get him right after Steve Orchid comes in. So have Kevin Nemitz ready from Ticks for Cause, Ryan. Okay, we'll get that going if you can go and see him real quick. And let's take a short break. We'll be right back with the Soldiers Family Radio and TV Talk Show. Oh, we got to wait. Hold on here. Who's standing over there? What's her name? She wants to sing a song. What's his name? What? Presley? And what's her name? Chelsea? Celine. We'll be right back with Celine Dion and Elvis Presley with the Soldiers Family Radio and TV Talk Show. Let's get Steve Orchid. Well, we have one more. Who's the other young man? We'll bring Joe in after Steve, Kevin, then Joe. Steve, Kevin, then Joe.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Steve, special request.
Okay.
We need to give a shout out to Dick Portillo at Portillo's Hot Dogs.
Okay.
Tell him what he did for it.
Took me and my family back to the South Seas for all
Shout out to
And that will do. I'll also be in touch with him and thank him first and invite him on our show as a guest. Is that all right?
That would be great. That's what I'm doing.
Done. That was simple. You want to call him? You give him the news? That's good enough for me. Or I'll call him. Whatever you want.
Well, you want to go to the break room? Take a break? Yeah.
Or you can stay here.
You here? You're fine?
How you doing?
Good.
Anything we can hold up for you or put up for you? No?
I came unprepared. I didn't know this is what we were going to do.
We're good.
I'm just honored to be here.
Oh, please.
People that have done what they've done.
Lower?
Hey, this is Steve Tomaszewski. Who's this, please? 910-574. All right. We're gonna get you on here in 2 minutes. Are you ready? All right. Don, you got him? I got him.
Got him?
Yeah. Can you scroll over his name and type in his name? Please, thank you. We're going to say hi to Department of Defense and we'll be right back. Live in Washington, D.C.
We can't get
Yeah, we get another microphone that's loosened now.
So,
There you go. There you go.
Is Kevin ready to go after Steve? Kevin Nemitz? I just saw Kevin walk in. Can you ask Kevin for one if he has a business card we can put up here? I love Ticks for Cause. All right, we're gonna Don. We're gonna break the music short. There he is. There he is. All right, let's get the cameras going. Kevin, ready? 10 seconds.
with the stand.
You get a stand. So you don't have no stands.